and welcome to Assembly Calendar. I'm Mike Friesen, and with us for our program today is Assemblyman Tom Alfano. Tom Alfano represents an Assembly district in New York State that includes a good section of Nassau County in Long Island, and we want to thank you folks all across the island for tuning in for our show today, specifically you folks in the Belmont area, or the Elmont area, excuse me, because this is, of course, one of our programs focusing on the Elmont community. And Tom Alfano, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Mike. Good to be here.
Yeah, I say Belmont, that's topic one for us today. We're going to be talking about an initiative that is aimed at bringing VLTs, which stands for video, some kind of terminals that are going to be brought into the Belmont racetrack. Hopefully.
As many of the people in my Western Nassau County realize, by December 31st at midnight and into the new year, the franchise for running the horse racing in New York expires. And when that takes place, it has given us in the legislature a unique opportunity to negotiate with Governor Spitzer in order to make sure that places like Belmont Racetrack, which is proudly in the 21st Assembly District in the Elmont community, could become what it was meant to be, and that is a destination. This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, Mike, for the people of Elmont, for economic renewal, economic development, and many of us believe that Video Lottery Terminal, their presence in the Elmont community at Belmont Racetrack, will be an economic engine which will help fuel the redevelopment of the Elmont area. Now, I don't say that gratuitously. There was an important Senate hearing with Senator Dean Skelos from our end of town. On Long Island was present. Senator Johnson, also who represents the area, was present. I was one of the witnesses in that hearing, and I think we have a clip on that. And the resounding consensus among the constituency in the Elmont, the Floral Park community, was that we should give video lottery terminals a chance. The reason is very simple. The numbers, the revenue that will be generated from this important program will be quite significant. And in order for us to agree to go forward with video lottery terminals, we have said that $20 million, and it must be part of a dedicated fund, the lion's share of which will go to the local school districts in the Elmont and Floral Park communities, so that the community itself is guaranteed to benefit substantially from the presence of VLTs at Belmont.
Knowing about your commitment to the local schools, that had to be just a slam dunk for you, saying that this is the right thing to do. If we're going to do it, this would be the way to direct those monies.
Without question. I mean, it makes sense on many levels. It helps the schools stabilize their tax rates, right? It will go toward lowering school taxes, hopefully, for the hardworking people of Elmont and Floral Park.
Now, I've got you doing it, right?
Got me doing it. And I think it will be a home run all the way around.
Let's take a look at a small piece of tape we have from that event. What amounts to a mini rally of sorts on behalf of this, because you can imagine the schools are thinking this could be a very wonderful thing for them. Let's take a look, and we'll be back with more of our program today with Tom Alfano.
This is a once-in-a-generational opportunity for Southwest Nassau County. Belmont Racetrack is a beautiful facility, and once we're able to introduce VLTs, we can make it a destination throughout this great country of ours, and the revenue derived from the VLTs can help fuel the resurgence of this very important and beautiful area. This is a generational opportunity for Southwest Nassau County, for Elmont, for the children of Elmont and the surrounding areas like Floral Park. If we're able to pass legislation with the new franchisee who will be taking over the Belmont Racetrack and the other two racetracks in New York State, the additional revenue, if it's correctly earmarked to schools and to public safety, will no doubt fuel the revitalization of this area.
And we're here now back with Tom Alfano looking at some more pictures from that event where you are surrounded by some of your favorite people in the community, the students that attend the Elmont School District.
Well, look, we have great schools in Southwest Nassau, including Elmont, and this will go a long way toward increasing revenue for the school districts, no question, and stabilizing the property taxes, which, as you know, are very high in Nassau County.
Well, so this could be one of those classic win-win situations then, because the community would be getting a huge boost in revenues. It would be a good thing for Belmont Park to be getting this increased interest and activity at their facility. I know here in Saratoga County there has been a wonderful experiment with the use of these video lottery terminals, and they have been just huge and really turning around people being attracted to the Saratoga region when the flat track isn't in session.
Right, Mike, and you know, as being a Capital District resident yourself, you've seen it work in Saratoga. It's worked in the Yonkers community, and we know it's going to work in the Elmont and Belmont community. But it's not over yet. This is a proposal. We have to fight for it. The governor, to his credit, has been open-minded about this prospect. Speaker Silver basically said he doesn't want VLTs at Belmont. We have to work with Speaker Silver. And I know with the help of Senator Skelos and Johnson, we will be able to bring all the pressure we possibly can to bear and convince the Speaker that the people of the community truly want it, and the elected representatives of the people like myself and the county legislator, John Ciotti in the area, and Councilman Ambrosino, and Tom Swazi wants it, Kate Murray, the town supervisor, want it. So we're unanimous. The elected officials in the community who represent Elmont want it, from the local level to the county level. So we're bullish on this, but we have a job to do. And you know we're going to do whatever we can to make it a reality.
Well, as you continue to fight the fight, you continue to report here and let us know how that's going and what kind of support you're getting both at home and here at the legislature in Albany.
Will do.
All right. Now, as we move on here, there's been, I'm sure most of you folks have been reading all about this in your newspapers and hearing about it on local newscasts, and that is the big controversy surrounding subprime mortgages. Tom Alfano, there are a lot of people getting hurt by this situation.
No question. I mean, so many people. I mean, it's affected Wall Street and Main Street, as we say. Some of the biggest banks in the country have taken multi-billion-dollar losses. There I am testifying at the hearing or questioning someone at the hearing along with Senator Johnson and Senator Klein. We held the hearing at the Elmont Public Library. There's County Legislator Roger Corbin, who added a personal note to his experience dealing with subprime lenders. The bottom line is, Mike, the lenders are predatory in nature. They're not. Some of them are not licensed, and they would go in there and they would make mortgages available at variable rates to people who did not have the income to justify the mortgage. And what happens then when you see a change and a fluctuation in the interest rate, the homeowner, who's basically on a fixed income, they have a job, but they don't have bonus opportunities. These are working class people who don't have some of the benefits that other people have, meaning economic benefits and upward mobility in their own paychecks, were hit with one interest rate for the first or second year, and then it skyrocketed in the third and fourth years. And that's the time period we're in now. And I can't tell you the number of foreclosures in southwest Nassau County because of the unscrupulous lending practices of these folks. And that hearing went a long way toward explaining it. It was a very sobering and difficult hearing to listen to because you heard people who are losing their homes, their life savings, the equity in their homes. And we as a state have to do something, be it increasing the licensure responsibilities of mortgage brokers and putting some teeth and punishment and penalties into those who unscrupulously lend money to people who could ill afford it.
Well, you certainly can see from the crowd shots there, this was a pretty well-attended hearing, which probably goes to saying how important an issue this is to be discussed for the Elmont community, but also it extends beyond into Long Island and the rest of New York State. And really, this amounts to a national issue, does it not?
It's a national crisis. I mean, when you see companies, these big banks like Merrill Lynch and Citibank taking multi-billion-dollar losses, what that means to the average person is many things. Some of them will lose their